What up, it's your boy DJ Amir, aka the Radio Killer. Check my interview out right now on F.A.M.E TV. Show it up.
Philly Alright, DJ Amir, man.
What up, kid?
What's up, man? I like what you doing right now. You doing the radio thing. You got it popping on Boom right now. You still connected with the street, showing, Philly artists love and all that. Yep. So you've been in the mix for a minute, man. You go way back to like the DVD era and all that. And we've been doing a lot of interviews with a lot of different people from that era. A lot of them was talking about the whole Headshots era, Touch Money and all that. And you was around from that era. So before we get to, how you was, exactly. Mm-hmm. So before we get to that, like how you actually became Hattie and them DJ, I want to first get to how you started DJing to begin with, like, cause we come from a town where at that era it was like a lot of spitters and stuff. Yeah. So what made you want to go the DJ route?
You know what it is? I don't know how to rap. That was the main thing.
So you did want to rap at one point?
I just wanted to be in the mix, but I ain't not a rap, so I want to be something like a rapper. But I love music, so DJing was like since I was like 3 or 4, I wanted to be a DJ. Like when I saw Juice, it was on. When I saw Juice and saw Q doing that joint, it was on ever since then. And then my mom bought me my first record when I was like 3 or 4 years old. It was the Aisha joint, some little Young Bulls.
Oh yeah, right.
Aisha. Right. I used to mess the record up every day. Needle, break the needle. Remember the joint we had? It was the radio, the turntable all in one. I used to break that needle every day, messing with that record. When I was like 10, my mom had a friend that DJ, and Mr. Frank. He tried me out one day for a cookout. After that, I was like really hooked. Then one day I was downtown walking with my man Moneybag J. We downtown, I see the DJ in the box set for like $500. It's like November. I asked for Kwanzaa. I said I want that DJ in the box. Kwanzaa, I got that joint. The rest history. 8th grade, started this joint. 12 years old, 11 years old.
So you're originally from West Philly, right?
My mom from West, my dad from North, so I'm from both sides. Okay. I know that sounds crazy, but it is what it is, right? Right. But West Philly, you know what's going on. 46th Street.
Alright, so as though you from West too and you from North. So how you end up linking up with Hattie and being a Go Gettas DJ?
Because I went to Penn. I went to William Penn, right? So like Hattie with the Penn, but D Jones definitely with the Penn. So Jonesy was my man at school. He never was none of that rap stuff was going on. He was just a cool dude at school. So when I would be at the Club 923, which is directly across from William Penn, he'd be there dancing, snapping and rocking like he was doing. And Joey was his best friend. And we just always connected. And then one day I was in the Gallery Mall, and I put my first mixtape out. It was called Something Philly Something. And I seen Joey, and he knew me from Penn with Jonesy, and we just like exchanged numbers. And then what really connected is when he got knocked out, when he got snuck. When he got snuck, that's when we really connected, because I thought it was kind of corny how that happened. So I reached out to him like, yo, let's work. Let's not worry about negatives. Let's work. And then we did the Get Back. And after that, it was on like popcorn.
All right. So at what point in time did the actual drama with Touch Money and Top Class? At what point what mixtape was out at that time, or was you around?
I think I came right in between that and the Get Back. So I was actually, me being a DJ for the streets anyway, because I was doing the Hideaway, 923 clubs. I was doing Sneaker Villa. I was already in the mix, so I was kind of like on the sideline though, but I knew everybody. So I was seeing Age. I would see all them dudes just around the way in the mix. So I came in right in between that. Like, it got thick though when Hattie was going through with F.A.M.E and them. That's when I was part of that one. I wasn't a part of the Top Class. I was part of the Go Gettas versus Headshots joint, where it was F.Bob and F.A.M.E at one point. You know what I mean? And that was the big dog yard mixtape, I think.
Okay. All right, so
because we had Freakin' Zoe and all that on there.
Right. All right, so at some point in time, you actually end up being Beanie Sigel DJ too, like
right. So
give them that story.
That was strictly through like DJ Boo, crazy ass. He was rocking with Beans, and they needed a DJ for a song with R. Kelly, produced by Cool and Dre. It was for Beans' album called The Solution. It was his last album on Rockefeller and Def Jam at that time. Needed a DJ. I pulled up to the studio on 13th and Green. Did my thing. We did 2 songs that day, And you know, I'm Muslim. I was a young boy. Put me under the wing. Put me on the video. They did the video. Flew me out to Chicago for the video. I became his DJ. That was that. Yeah, easy work.
Right. So how was that run for you? Like, cause I know you came from doing the mixtapes and stuff with her. So how was it like being on tour now and all of that?
So I'm gonna bring you back a little bit. I'm from West Philly, so I got kicked out of my middle school. You know how you go to a different school that's not on your block in your area, or whatever. That's my boss. You know how you go to a joint not in your area. I got kicked out. The school I got kicked out to, Beans' son went to my school. So I would see Beans kind of pick his son up here and there with the green Bentley or whatever Bentley he had. And I would say what's up to his son here and there. So to fast forward, Beans my favorite rapper. The first album I ever bought was The Truth on South Street at Tower Records. So fast forward into seeing his son, then probably like 5 years after that, getting that call to pull up. It was crazy for me. It was like a dream come true. And then he kind of respected me too for my craft. And it was lit. And he was on American Gangster vibe with Hove, so I was catching that Jay-Z American Gangster vibe. So I got to see the great Hove put jewels on the Beans. So it was a big thing that was just monumental for my career at the moment. 19 years old, Hattie in the streets. It was going on. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, you had a crazy run with the Gettas. Then you had the run with the Prop. Then you ended up being Meek DJ as well.
Damn, Meek is my man. We did In My Bag. I was the first official DJ to break that. I don't care what anybody try to say. Everybody In My Bag had DJ Amir drops on it. Shout out to all the DJs though, but I want to be clear because I don't get my credit 100% with that all the time. Shout out to all the DJs though. But yeah, In My Bag came out. That went viral. And then me and Meek was just cool. We just cool as a fan. We had a cool, cordial joint. And I was messing with D-Jack. So I would see Meek on some lifestyle shit on a regular, like floor games, Sixers, Eagles. We just see each other all day. And long story short, Mount G's had quit. And I would see them so much, they called me like, yo, we need a spot. You need to DJ the spot. So I'm like, all right, well, what we doing? And Melly called me, matter of fact, like, yo, cousin the DJ. So I'm like, what's the bag looking like? He like, you gonna do us like that? I'm like, he got signed, like, what's poppin'? He like, no, I got you. They called back on 3-way. Like, whatever, we gonna figure it out. We gonna make it make sense. A lot going on, a lot of dates. That Friday, we was in AC. We had a good show. That Sunday, we was going on a month tour with Drake, J. Cole, French Montana, Waka Flocka. Yeah, it was lit. I mean, Trey Songz. I mean, you name it, was on that tour. Tour was crazy, by the way. My first big national global joint. So that was a Club Paradise, by the way. Stamp me.
So yeah, you mentioned you was DJing for Desean Jackson. That's when he was here with the Eagles. He had his little record label, Jackpot,
RIP Kid Calioso.
Right. Yeah, so, and then from there you ended up transitioning, running with Meek, and y'all had a nice little run and all that. And now, more recently, like, we in Boom Studios right now, know what I mean?
You feel me? And look, sure, bring it to you. Look, I got a plaque too, by the way. You feel me? I'm gonna give y'all some game real quick on this joint.
All right, yeah, tell them what this is first.
That's a platinum plaque, 4 times platinum plaque, by the way.
That's Future Mask Off.
So, I told you I was one of the DJs that broke In My Bag.
Right.
That was local. That was independent. This is that big dog mainstream ish right here. So even with that, like, I was the first DJ to play it on the radio, and I played it the most. That's pretty much what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I supported it. My contribution was heavy. Shout out to Epic Records. They showed me a lot of love. But what the story with this is, how I even got the radio. I booked Future like 2 years ago for a party at Bamboo. Long story short, it was outdoor. It rained at my party. It was like 100-some thousand put up. Only made like 30,000 back due to the rain being outdoor. Lost a lot of paper. My financial advisor was like, yo, you're not really a good party promoter. You a good DJ though. Go back to your original plan. My original plan was to be the Khaled of DJs. Strict like just like that, right? With a mixture of Diddy and Quincy Jones type vibe, but like it wasn't promoting, wasn't part of the plan. So I said what to say, I lost the paper, and then I'm like, you know what? My next step was radio. So Jay Ski and Touchstone they old school DJs now, but they was who I am now 10 years ago on Philly 139. And they was showing me things then, so I just reached out to them like, who's the boss? Which is my boss now, Karen Vaughn. Reached out to them, found out who she was, went to her gram, basically inspected her gram, see what she like, what she don't like, put together a package with her favorite colors, my mixes. I put my mixes on the iPhone, and I had the physical copy too. But I actually bought her an iPhone, I think it was like 6 at the time or 7, whatever. Put my resume, my bio, all that on there. Champagne, boom balloons, brought it up here. Presented like, this is who I am. And I got the call, and she hired me. Like, you know, I went through the process and all that, but she hired me. So for me to get my first plaque from Future, I wouldn't even be here if he ain't, if that party ain't do as bad. Even though he came in this thing, but if he ain't, you know, come through and it rained and I made all that money, I wouldn't be here. I'd have made $200 and I'd have been doing something else. But the fact that it brought me back to like $2,000, scratching my head, what we gonna do? I was chasing money, not my dream. So that's the more of that story is. Chase your dream, not money. Because chasing money, you're going to always get money. The dream is different. You make the dream what it is. So that's the story behind that. Shout out to Future, shout out to Free Band Gang, shout out to Epic Records. I'm watching the time because, you know, time is money over here. It's all good, though. Right, more joint show. What we doing?
Do something else
it's cool. I get there.
Right. So, what I wanted you to do is just share some game with some upcoming rappers, bands, though you're on the radio. You know, a lot of people want to know how to get their music on the radio, how to go about getting a DJ Amir to play their music on the radio. Like, give them some game behind that, how that whole thing work.
Well, it's simple. Like, for me personally, it's my thing. I don't care if it's called wave ride or not. It's 2 ways I'm gonna mess with somebody. Either you got some dope, really dope music, or you got a nice following with you. Cause it's business. This ain't independent radio. You feel me? So I can't play 30 independent dudes. It's not how I go. It's a list right here. I'm not gonna give you the joint, but it's a list right here of the major artists that we gotta play. You got J. Cole, you got Cardi B, you got Miguel, you got Tory Lanez, you got Nicki Minaj, you got Drake, you got 2 Chainz. This is who I got to play on the regular.
So the independent artist is competing with slots
with
major artists.
Yeah, you're not really competing because it's not your lane.
Right,
to be honest. It's not your lane, to be honest. Now if you want to jump in that lane, you got to know what's going on with that lane. This is a business. I don't want to give y'all too much, but know it's a business. And when I say it's a business, like labels deal with the station deal with us. That's the protocol in this joint. So you can't try to always cut corners because it's protocol to artists, it's chain command. So my boss asked who was that. If you ain't got that following, or that joint is like undeniably hot, like, what are you doing? You effing up. You feel me? Shout out to Bent Rock. Heavy hitter right there. He's a OG too. He was on Jonesy in the AM back in the day. Yeah. But anywho, that's what goes on. So when I got independent, that's like really doing their thing, I try to show as much love as I can. But when I got the meetings too, like, I mean, what's that? I think I written up stuff already, you know what I'm saying? But I fight for it because I know as a DJ, I can see gold and silver, I can see gold and dirt. Everybody ain't got that joint, but everybody here does have that talent, but I'm a little more hands-on being a DJ. So I hear y'all, but it gotta make sense.
All right, man. You know, it's crazy, man. Like, I'm glad we got a chance to do this interview and all that, because you definitely been around some of, like, you know, arguably some of the best runs in Philly history.
You know, I'm part of 2 era DJs. Beanie Sigel, which is like my era, and then Meek is like the new school era kind of. Or it was like 2 and 1, whatever, right?
Well, 3 because the DVD era.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we got Hattie, Beans, and Meek.
Exactly.
I am Philly #1 DJ for real. Like, let's be clear about that. Like, I got respect for all the DJs. Like, any DJ you name, utmost respect for them. But my Jones, but this joint different. This joint like once in every 20 years joint. Like, I didn't plant this whole joint out. Everything y'all saw wasn't by accident. Me being DJ, they reached out to me when I put out In My Bag with Meek. He became a rookie, and I moved to LA through Tommy Hilfiger, the clothing designer. His family did music, and my aunt knew them, so I moved to LA. So when I moved to LA, DJ became an Eagle. So I understood the LA culture. He knew Philly culture. So when I came back from LA, we connected. It was like brothers because we knew each other without even knowing each other. And I said to say that's God's plan, not my plan. You know what I mean? Me being in traffic with DJ, seeing Meek, them calling me, that's not my work. I'm just following the footsteps, the blueprint. That's why when I went off my blueprint and do that party, it threw me off, but I learned a lot and I gained what I really wanted. So don't never get discouraged either. I got to stress that. Always, as my boss say, trust the process. Never give up. If I ain't give up, I wouldn't be sitting here right now, 40,000 in jewelry on, real jewelry too, real jewelry, real Rolexes, real diamonds, you feel me, real bust down shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Danny, by the way, Danny Jewelry, what's up? But having plaques, I'm on 8 times a week. It's only 5 days. I came up here for one day. Just one day. I wanted one day. You feel me? This is on real. And it might go away today tomorrow, but I already won. To be already honest with you, I got my new single out, So Old School, featuring Free, Fat G's, Lil Nizzy, produced by Ja Lil Beat, shout out to Chester. On a So Old School joint, Kwame, what up Kwame? I broke it on my 1 year anniversary at Boom. Like, what more you want? There's a lot more coming too, but just let y'all know it's on real. Never ever $3 bill. It's on real. So follow me at DJ Amir at F.A.M.E TV, right? Mm-hmm. So I know your joint, but y'all know who he is behind the camera. I got a roof. I get written up again because my boss already came in here like, what you doing? But that's what I do. I'm the rebel of this joint, not in a negative way, but more of I shake things up because if everything was like that, we'd be robots. So we gotta shake them up a little bit, just a tad bit. I love you, boss. If you see this though, hey DJ Amir, check me out Monday through Friday. That Boom Philly Morning Flow, 6 to 9. And that night, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at night for that blackout. I mean, yeah, we lit.